Okay, let's look at the last question for today's session. Question number 13. Okay, I'm going to introduce a notation like this. Okay, maybe make some observation first. Can you see that when x to the power of 3 raised to the power of 5, you will get x to the power of 15, right? And then if you look at the second expansion, you will get the highest power of x to the power of 5. Therefore, x to the power of 5 times x to the power of 15, the highest power of the whole expansion is actually 20. Agree not? Right? Agree not? Therefore, can you see that if you expand out everything, the highest power of x that you can get is actually x 20. Okay, then in this case, I also want you to look at the question. Sum of the coefficient of x to the power 2x plus 1. Therefore, it is the coefficient of what? It is the coefficient of when your k is 0, it is coefficient of x to the power 1, right? And then when your k is 1, it is the coefficient of 3. And then when you go all the way to 9, what do you get? It is the coefficient of x to the power of 19. That means maybe I introduce notation. Can I assume that the coefficient of x to the power 1, I call it C1. And then this is C3. And then this is C19. This is C19. Therefore, this question becomes, can you find this sum? Sum of C1 plus C3 plus C5 and all the way to C19. Understand? Right? Therefore, this is what they want us to find. Therefore, now can I introduce a notation? Can I just introduce a notation? Can I say that this product, 2x cubed plus 3x squared plus x raised to the power of 5 multiplied by x over 6 plus half to the power of 5, right? Remember what I say, if you really go through the whole expansion, what do you get? You will get the highest power to be 20. Therefore, can I say that? I say that it is equivalent to C0 plus C1x plus C2x squared, and it go all the way to 20. Is it okay, class? I don't want to introduce complicated notation. I will just say that it will go all the way to C20. C20, C20, and then x to the power 20. Whereby your C1, C0, C1, C2, all the way to C20 are just constant. Understand, guys? Therefore, I think this is, let me shrink it down so that you understand what I'm trying to do. Then in this case, can you see that, class? It's not as complicated as you think. Reason, can you see that? Let me make a substitution. Can I make a substitution now? Can I let x equal to 1? Can you see that? That will make the whole thing very easy. Therefore, this is 2 times 1 to the power of 3 plus 3 times 1 squared and then plus 1 and then raised to the power of 5, right? And then the other bracket, this will be 1 over 6 plus half and raised to the power of 5. And then what will happen to the right hand side? The right hand side is simply C0 plus C1 all the way until C20. Is it okay? Right? Therefore, I think not that complicated. Right? And in this case, can you see that 2 plus 3 plus 1, that will give you 6. Therefore, in this case, can you see that this is 6 to the power of 5? And then can you see that 1 over 6 plus half, that will be 2/3. That will be 2/3 raised to the power of 5. And this would be just C0 and then all the way to C1. And then the last term is C20. Is it okay? Right? Then can I call this equation 1? Can I call this equation 1? I call this equation 1. Next, I'm going to substitute by negative 1. Negative 1. Then what do I get? Basically, I get 2 times minus 1 cubed plus 3 times minus 1 squared and then plus 1. And then this thing raised to the power of 5. And then I will get minus 1 over 6 plus half and raised to the power of 5. And then can you see that the right hand side you will get alternate sign, alternate sign. When it is an odd power, it will be negative. Even power, it will be positive, right? Therefore this part here, can you see that? Let me write down properly. This will be just equal to what? C naught. This is considered 0 is considered even. Negative C1, right? Negative C1 plus C2, and then negative all the way until positive C20. Okay, and okay, let me shrink it down. Shrink down so that you can see the whole thing, right? Okay, and I'm going to call this equation 2. I'm going to call this equation 2, right? And okay, let me simplify before I call it equation 2. Okay, that means in this case, what do I get? Can you see that you basically get minus 2 plus 3 plus 1. This is basically 0. Therefore, can you see that what you get is actually a 0 here. And 0 is equal to C0 minus C1 plus C2 minus, and then go all the way to plus C20. Plus C20. Therefore, this is my equation 2. My equation 2. Therefore, okay, for equation 1, if you simplify, right? Equation 1, when you simplify, what do you get? Can you see that? Can we simplify this part here? 6 to the power of 5 multiplied by 2 to the power of 2/3 to the power of 5. Therefore, in this case, can you see that 6 times 2, 2/3, that will give you 4, right? And then raised to the power of 5. Therefore, basically, equation 1. Your equation 1 is actually this. 4 to the power of 5, and then this will be C0 plus C1 all the way until you get C20. That is equation 1 prime after my simplification, right? And in this case, can you see that? Can you add the two together? Can you add equation 1 prime and 2? Can you add them together? That means in this case, 1 prime plus 2. That will give you what? That will give you 4 to the power of 5. And then can you see that? No, you shouldn't add. It's subtract. Sorry, you should subtract. Therefore, let me correct it. In this case, can I say that I will use equation 1 prime? Equation 1 prime minus equation 2. Minus equation 2. You will get 2 copies of C1 plus C3 all the way until you get C19. Understand? All the way you get C19. Therefore, can you see that your C1 plus C2 all the way to C19, this is what the question 1, right? Is basically 4 to the power of 5 divided by 2. Right? 4 to the power of 5 divided by 2. Okay, let me write properly. This is 4 to the power of 5 divided by 2. Okay, let me just write properly for this one. 4 to the power of 5. 4 to the power of 5 divided by 2. And what is 4 to the power of 5? That means in this case, can you see that this is 2 to the power of 10 divided by 2. And 2 to the power of 10 is 1024 divided by 2. And the answer is 512. Therefore, the sum of the coefficient C1, x1, the sum of the coefficient of x cubed all the way to x19, which is listed here as C1 plus C3, sorry, C1 plus C3. C1 plus C3 and then C5, C7 all the way to C19. The sum of all these coefficients is just equal to 512. Yeah, I hope you understand the solution. I'm trying to not to make this very complicated. Yeah, maybe I make it bigger so that you can see the thing. Yeah. Initially it's like this, right? The product of these two expressions is basically C0 plus C1x plus C2x all the way to C20, and then times x to the power 20. Then you substitute x equal to 1. Understand? And then when you substitute x equal to 1, you will get this expression, right? And then next you substitute x equal to minus 1, you will get the expression. C0 minus C1 plus C2, and then minus something, and then all the way plus C20. Then after that, you use equation 1 prime minus equation 2 prime. You get 2 copy of C1 plus C3 all the way to C19, right? Then after that, can you see that you just solve, you get the answer, right? That means in this case, the answer is 512. With that, I stop the question.